Hello, everybody. It's me, the Prince of FNAF, and today we are going to be reviewing the N series, The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell, and it's basically a horror movie style kids cooking show, and it's basically this girl named Christine McConnell and her various Frankenstein monster type creatures. One of them being, of course, a cat, a mummified cat, and the other one being a roadkill raccoon that has been brought back to life with and now has a fork hand, and it looks weird. And the third one is like this weird werewolf. Um, and eventually they introduce a male character who becomes a main character, and I'm pretty sure he's a serial killer. I'm not sure though, but it literally looks like he's a serial killer. There are scenes where it looks like he wants to kill somebody, and there are scenes like in the final episode of the series. There's a scene where it shows him burying a guy alive. Like, good God! So even though it is a kids' cooking show, it does deal with dark themes such as serial killers, bringing things back from the dead. It even deals with the fact that the werewolf dude, he's a carnivore, sort of like that deals with the fact that yeah, he's a carnivorous killing machine. It also deals with the fact of like they make all these sorts of gross looking things. Um, in the first episodes that came out when the werewolf guy moved in, the other two of her creations were like wanting to murder this guy straight up. So yeah, the show does deal with some dark things due to its lighthearted sort of Halloween nature. Because I did watch this last year in 2018, but it is a pretty cool show. There's only one season right now. That's streaming on Netflix, and it's basically a kids sort of Halloween horror cooking show. But it's not really a horror movie, but it does deal with the elements of horror, but it does it in a sort of kid friendly way. So like it's basically they make all sorts of creepy sort of cakes and stuff. There is an episode where she makes a dress for her date with the so-called serial killer. I swear he's a serial killer. Um, um, but yeah, so they go on a date and shit. But so the first episode is basically she makes this giant birthday sort of like festival thing for the werewolf guy who moves in, and she and the other two of her creations make this huge, like almost like dessert thing. They make a giant house out of a cake. They make a giant cake that looks like her house. Um, then they make a little tiny werewolf, and they make all sorts of cupcakes and stuff. And then they made the Halloween episode. I think the Halloween episode was the last episode they made. I have it up on episodes some more. So yeah, the last episode that they made was the Halloween special. Um, but yeah, the list of episodes is basically snacks for strays, gifts for noisy neighbors, the dinner date, a spirited tea party, the cake for Rose, which is the roadkill sort of that raccoon, and Halloween Tricks, which is the last episode that we have. And they're both in, sort of the 25, 24, 26 minute time period. Um, yeah, but yeah, so she makes all sorts of crazy sort of um creepy sort of cakes. My favorite episode was, of course, the Halloween episode with the Halloween tricks and treats. The spirited tea party, which is where she makes the huge Ouija board cake. It looks exactly like a Ouija board. It's actually pretty cool. And the one where she makes the peanut butter bones and the edible cake mansion and the creature out of cereal treats for the werewolf that came to live with her. Um, yeah, and then the second episode in The Noisy Neighbors, basically the grumpy neighbor next door comes to visit her, and she makes all sorts of eerie cookies and peppermint bark horns and carved candies. She makes a gift basket for him to apologize for all of the noise that her and her, I guess, creepy friends make. Um, but he's all like, that guy. He's like, you and your horrible creatures living here making noise, blah blah blah. He did enjoy the gift basket. It looks like though. The dinner date episode where she meets the serial killer. Where she meets her suitor, the handsome suitor comes to dinner, and Christine cooks the pot pie that looks like a rooster. Like she makes a pot pie that looks like a chicken, which is kind of cool. And then she makes a dress. And then she makes wolf claw donuts. So she makes a lot of these crazy treats and stuff, which is pretty cool. I think this is the first episode where the boyfriend or love interest is introduced. The Spirited Tea Party, of course, the one where they make the Ouija board cake, which is pretty cool. Christine summons deliciousness with a shortbread spirit board cookie before hosting a tea party her visiting cousin and on a dark stormy night. So yeah, her cousin comes over and she's not a very nice lady. She's evil. She wants to kill Christine, or I think she wanted to kill Christine, but I guess they figured her out and got rid of her. In a reasonable way. They didn't get rid of her like kill her or anything. They just got rid of her. And then the Cake for Rose episode. It's a birthday party. They have a birthday party for Rose, and Christine plans a huge birthday for her. And Rose is, of course, the dead raccoon with the fork for a hand. They make a surprise party. They make her fairy bat wings, and they make her a huge cake that looks like Rose the day that Christine peeled her off the road and decided to bring her back to life, I guess. Yeah, they make her that cake, and Rose loves it, of course. In the last episode, the Halloween trick and treat, this one, they make all sorts of Halloween decorations, cookies. They have a whole Halloween Christmas tree, edible spiders. And then the boyfriend comes over, and I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a year since I watched this. It's like last year on Halloween. But the boyfriend is invited too, and this is the episode where, like I said, where in the end of the episode, you see him burying a guy alive in Christine's backyard. So yeah, the show does deal with some dark material, but other than that, it's basically a child's Halloween sort of spooky birthday cookie show. So it's a kid's spooky cooking show. It's pretty cool, and the funniest joke I think in the show itself is that when Christine is talking to the camera, like talking to the audience about how to make these really cool looking treats and stuff, the characters will often be like, "Who the hell are you talking to?" Like, so I like that running joke. But this has been my review of the first season of the Curious Creations of Christine McConnell, the spooky children's cooking show. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Prince of FNAF signing off, and do take care.